I ain't even made sure my mic is right. And we are live.
Hello. How are y'all? Join.
Sorry, I look a mess.
Ah,
But
yeah,
hello.
yeah, yeah, cute.
I didn't get time to change or do nothing tonight, so y'all just getting me as you get me. Okay.
I'm scrolling through Facebook and they got some damn pet wine. And these people is seriously buying wine for their cats and dogs, and the cats and dogs is drinking it up. I am just so sick of people.
I don't know if ASPCA would like that. Anywho, let's do the countdown. Every time I see that one little video of me up in that corner in that big face, I'm like, who is that again?
I'm telling
Anywho,
we definitely gonna have to do an update on your weight loss because
I
I
know,
still don't
right?
believe it.
Y'all
But
don't know how I got this neck. I got that neck now. I'll go ahead.
welcome to Occasionally Posh, where we enjoy life, love life. Sorry, y'all. Life, laughs, and shenanigans.
I am done.
I am your girl, Chastity B.
And I'm Sunshine, and I remember my name. Look, welcome. Thank you for joining in so far. Please say hello. I see we already had Lee who said hello, ladies. Hello.
Hello.
But please comment along as we talk about these interesting topics. Please share with your friends if you don't mind. And we always start with a foreplay. And Chassie B, you're first. Well,
Okay.
you're only. Sorry.
So I saw this in one of them groups that I'm in. If you found out that you and your spouse were related, would you get a divorce? Yay or nay?
I mean, I guess you would have to, right?
Why would you have to?
Oh, that's nasty. I guess y'all don't doing it now, though.
Right. I was like, you done got to that point where you done the deed, probably already got kids. It's like we done done everything. What's the point of turning around now?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you've been together for years and years and years, I can see it. And yeah, I guess it probably ain't no point at that moment. I mean, but if you found out before you had kids, I would think you would have to because there's something happens if you're related and you have kids together, right?
Girl, I
That's what they say. That's what I've always been told. Now I ain't no doctor or nothing, so I don't know. But I heard the genes or whatever they don't mix well together when it's coming from the same cloth. That's what I've been told. Please, anybody join in? I don't know, but
I know a couple of people. I know a couple of people that probably came from the same cloth because I'm like, everything ain't matching the way it's supposed to match.
Oh man. Well, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I guess if you've been together for many years, it probably ain't no point at that point. In that, it ain't no point. But If you only been together a couple of months and you found out, then yeah, I think you should break up. You should get a divorce.
Yeah, if it's only a couple of months, but for years. But whenever I first saw it, I was like, why would you marry somebody and didn't know that they was your cousin? But then I remember that people be half speaking to their family,
Right.
which y'all need to talk to your family and show your kids who their family is, so this won't
Right.
happen.
Right. Right. Most definitely. And also, I mean, situations happen. I mean, everybody our age and older got somebody in their family that they thought that was their cousin, and then it's either closer or further away, like us. Auntie raised somebody, or your grandma ended up raising. You know what I'm saying? Stuff happens,
Right.
and
Exactly.
it's people out here who's been have been put up for adoption and things and may not know their family. So
That's true.
it seems like it's a big world, but sometimes it's a very small
It's a
world.
small world.
It's a very small world.
Like, whew.
So I can see it
Yes.
happening. But anywho, what y'all think? If you found out your spouse was related to you, would you get a divorce? Do you think that the relation matters? Like if y'all eighth cousin twice removed, does that matter?
That don't count.
It don't
That's too
count.
far. That's too far down the road.
Well, some people used to say if we got the same T-shirt on at the family reunion, then you too.
I used to be like, if you ain't come to grandma's house, you ain't my cousin. I don't know you. I do not know you. You had to spend the night at grandma's house. That's the only way that I would claim you as my cousin.
Right. I mean, or moral of the story is families just need to do better in general. Life is too short. I was literally just having this conversation with my dad the other day that I don't really know my dad's family that well, and especially with COVID here and things that's been happening in the world, like it makes no sense you don't know your family and y'all living in, especially if you living near each other.
Right.
Now if you in states apart, then maybe, but even then you can virtually meet. We got Zoom, FaceTime, Google Meets, uh, Facebook Messenger, you name it. There's no reason why families ain't communicating, but we do it, honey.
We do it. We do it, child.
We do
it. Ghetto.
All right, well, you go ahead with the topic.
Okay, so my first topic that I want to ask is, do you think that married people can be a pick-me? And in case anybody was wondering what the definition of a pick-me is, oh crap. Here I am thinking I'm ready and my phone don't want to act right. Sorry, y'all. It's been a long week. I'm still sick. Okay, so a pick-me is a man or a woman that is willing to do anything for the opposite's approval. They will embarrass or throw other people under the bus to achieve this goal. The unfortunate thing about a pick-me is usually that the person they are trying to seek approval from are of poor quality and treat others badly, leaving little real benefit for the pick-me.
My bad. I done took you off the stream. Trying to snack in peace.
Zoomed all the way up on me.
So explain that in layman terms for ignorant folk like me.
So basically, it's a pick-me is basically a person that, well, from what I see, is you'll see women that are constantly tearing down other women. Like, I don't know why they wear that. I don't know why women wear all that makeup. I don't have to wear makeup. I don't wear makeup. Or I don't wear short clothes and all this kind of stuff. So you're constantly talking about women and putting women down so that men will think that you are the prize. When in reality, you're really not the prize. You're just jealous of whatever is going on, what that person is doing.
Right. Right.
Sorry.
So I definitely think number one, that's just someone's insecurities. Like if you got to put other people down, then obviously you feel like something is wrong with you.
Right.
So I feel like people need to deal with their own insecurities and deal with their issues are and stop being worried about everybody else. I don't understand why we got to be worried about it. What everybody else is doing, wearing, saying, thinking. That's between them and the Lord, bro. Like I don't understand why we so worried.
Right.
As a people.
And I be saying, y'all, I see so many married women on my timeline that are constantly degrading women and all this kind of stuff. And they're like, but then they also be the same ones, me and my husband, we over here happy. Well, if you're so happy, why are you so concerned about Sue having on some makeup? Why does that bother you? Right. Are you scared that your man is going to look at her? Sue wearing makeup doesn't bother me. And I'm not here. Sue is one of the people that is going against me as far as like getting men and all that kind of stuff. We in the same category. Sue wearing makeup ain't bothering me. Why in the hell is it bothering you?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some of that, and I think we touched on this a little bit, but I think again that some of that coming from generations before us. I mean, all of us, especially in our communities, had auntie and grandma sitting on the couch or the porch or at the church pew talking about what sister so-and-so ain't got on no stockings, or sister or brother so-and-so sleeping with whoever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, they just sat in the corner and chatted or talked about busybodies. I used to hear that growing up about busybodies and things of that nature. So I feel like some of that is generational for one. And then number two, I mean, again, that's the problem with social media and people putting all their business out as well. Is because it's not giving people avenue to talk down and you'll talk about your life. But I mean, it kind of is at the same time because you're putting your stuff on Front Street. So how do you think folks should manage how much they share about their life so they won't be the ones getting talked about or getting called out or things of that nature?
People gonna talk. If you don't share, they're gonna talk. If you overshare, they're gonna talk. People gonna talk regardless. Right. So just be you and just always be authentically you. And you wouldn't, I don't think that it would be an issue sometimes. Because sometimes even when I'm authentically me, I still be getting angry. I'm like, well, I don't care. You can say whatever. I am loud. Don't be telling me I'm loud, doggone.
Right.
I know I'm loud.
Right. I want to know how we can, as women, especially Black women, I know people don't like you to categorize it like that, but why can't we support each other more? Like, we be expecting other folks to support us or things of that nature. Did you freeze or did I freeze? Hello?
Everything froze.
Uh-oh. You back? All right, we back. Too. Okay. Spectrum acting up tonight. Must be good topic. Spectrum acting up, but especially Black women. And I know people don't like you to categorize like that, but we are bad about not supporting each other. Period. Point blank. Like, and we get mad at other races or other folks or things of that nature, but we hard. Not even just women, we as people are harder on each other than we need to be, but then we expect other folks not to treat us a certain way. Why do you think that is?
You know, have you seen Megan Good's new show on Amazon?
Not yet. Mm-mm.
Okay, so I don't want to spoil it, but it's a certain part in there where she's up for a position, and the person that could take her to where she needs to be, it's pretty much like that, like kind of holding her back from that. And I actually had a moment where I was thinking, I was like, why are you not helping her move to the goal that she needs to move to? Right. And I think too often, so in so many words, she was saying that she wasn't as perfect as she wanted her to be, even though she had done everything that she had done. She has more education and everything than everybody else in her position. She still wasn't perfect in that person's eyes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sick. But I think too often people, they want you to, hold on, I forgot what I was going to say. Ask me the question again.
I don't even remember.
Dang on it. But I think that we want people to be what we want them in our eyes. Mm-hmm. And if they're not what we want them to be in our eyes, then we put them down. I know I've been guilty of it in the past. I feel like I done grew and I got better with it. But right. I think a lot of older Black women are very, very guilty of that. And Black men as well are very guilty of not taking the Black people under their wings and taking them to where they need to go. For example, a lot of white people, it doesn't matter if Lil Johnny went to Harvard and got a 2.0 GPA, barely graduated. but I'm trying to think of a black name. LaQuisha went to a good college, and she got good grades, got a 4.0 GPA and everything. Johnny's parents is going to make sure that he goes further, while LaQuisha's parents or family and all that kind of stuff is going to be like, well, she went out there and got that 4.0 GPA at that fancy school and all this kind of stuff. And
they don't matter.
They don't try to help.
Right.
right. I got a lot of issues going on.
We on the struggle bus tonight. On the struggle bus. But yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like it's funny. Like, I feel like it comes from both sides. We don't push enough people to better themselves, but we also don't support people that's trying to better themselves either.
Right.
Like, and it shouldn't be that way. I mean, we you might just have to turn on your regular light.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna be in the dark for the rest of the night.
We just have to do better. We have to do better as people. Mary commented and said, "You can share, but know that it's going to be up for discussion once it's out there," which is so true.
Right.
It is really, really true. I guess you do. And I try to do that. I try to be really careful about what I post now. Like, I used to just post every thought, whatever was going on in my life at the time. I was post nation. But now I just try to I really do try to process and think about what I'm posting instead of just trying to be trending, if that makes sense. Because everybody gonna be out there commenting on it or giving you advice or saying what they needed to say, but ain't nobody living in your household. So right. they can't be there for you. And I feel like sometimes people use social media to fill the void of not having friends or not having family or not whatever the case may be. And then they get the response that they don't need, and it makes it worse.
That right there is probably ooh. And you know, a lot of the pick-me's are people that claim that their circle is so small and they don't have friends and all this kind of stuff. And I'll be like, right. Why don't anybody like you? Mm-hmm. And it might be because you are always constantly talking about makeup and weave and clothes and all this kind of stuff. And some of the people, I'll be like, maybe you need to put on a wig but so you can see how ends are supposed to look. Cut them split ends.
Right. And you gotta just live for you. Like, you know, I like my makeup and my lashes and whatever hair I decide to wear today. And you know what? I used to care about how people felt about it, but now I don't. I want to do what I feel like I need to do to make myself happy, and that's it.
Right.
And if more people are just worried about themselves instead of worried about everybody else, we'd be all right. We would be all right. Vernon-C said he can't get any sound, but I'm guessing everybody else can hear us because people are commenting. But let us know for some reason if you can't. But Sam just said that I just said a mouthful. Thank you.
Yeah, so he can hear you.
He can hear me loud and clear. Thank you. But yeah, I just social media is just like we say, it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. It's a gift because it's an avenue, it's a platform, it's a way to, you know, push out positivity and promote podcasts and be content creators and things of that nature. But but like everything else in life, and it ain't just social media, you always got that group of people who just makes it bad for everybody.
Right.
But us as positive people have to do better by being more positive and pushing that out there and not letting the negativity trend.
Listen, sometimes them negative people be pissing me the fuck off, and you just got to clap back at them. I'm like, who got up and shitted in your cornflakes this morning? Every morning. Why are you so upset every morning? And you got a man laying beside you, sticking his penis in you every night, but you want to get up and be upset every morning at everybody.
That man might be beating them too, but they don't kill people that.
That might be.
Man ain't even working, and you think he gonna cook dinner? He in there making noodles. That might be why they mad. You think you gonna get some fried chicken and collard greens? And you get like that ravioli out the can that ain't even half warmed. Okay,
he made some shrimp noodles to make it special.
Really? I did. And put a little decoration on the top.
Yeah, put a little parsley on it.
I am done. Go to the next topic.
All right, I'm gonna try to read this, y'all. I got mucus all in my body.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna sum it up though, but pull it up so I can kind of look at it.
I didn't know he was there. Sorry, y'all. All right, go ahead.
Oh shoot, I can't see that. Hold on.
I want it.
I forgot I'm blind. Okay, so basically, y'all, two friends was messaging each other, and one friend is doing really, really good. We'll say friend A is doing really good. She so friend B sent her a message, and I'm gonna go through the message real quick. She was like, I got something I want to get off my chest. I watch my best friends get so many blessings that you deserve, meaning you can have kids. I can't have kids. You got married only after 3 years of y'all knowing each other. I've been with Drew for 6, and he ain't thought about asking me about asking thought about asking her. You got a house, I still stay in an apartment. You and your husband have good careers. I'm still trying to figure where I want to be. And blah blah blah. And she just talks about everything that the other girl got, and pretty much said that she don't think that she could be friends with her anymore. So the friend that's doing pretty decent with herself, she was like, you are my kid's godmother. We've been best friends since 2005. This is I'll be happy for you and all your success. Really, we could have talked about this over dinner, face to face, like a low key. I felt low key feel dumped because you know you are my only real friend. So then the messed up friend wrote back, that's what I'm saying. When we go out to dinner, you always pay because I don't have it. You buy our food or whatever we doing, even when getting our nails done and blah blah and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, they stopped being friends because one friend was jealous of the other friend's success. So as I was reading this, I was like, why would you be so jealous of your friend's success? Right. And then I thought about it. It's been times where I've been jealous of my friend's success. So I sent to the sunshine. I was like, what are your thoughts on this? Because I understood it, but then I don't understand it to the extent that she took it to.
Yeah, she definitely took it way too far, way too far. But before I answer, I want to hear your viewpoint of why you were jealous of your friend's success.
Because it's always, I feel like a lot of the times all of us, we are all striving for the same things. And it always seemed like everybody would move a little bit faster than me. And I'm like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, just like they're doing everything they're supposed to do. How is it that they're able to move up the ladder faster than me? Even though I'm always like shortly behind, but it always felt like, dang, how they doing that? Right. And I ain't doing it. And right. what else do I need to do? And all this kind of stuff. And it's that was pretty much it. It's like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. What else can I do to get to where I want to be?
Right. I mean, I definitely have been jealous of not just friends, just people in general. Right. Especially because I am a go-getter when it comes to my career and things of that nature. And it's been times I'm pretty blessed, and I've always got to where I needed to go in when I needed to be there. But sometimes it's hard waiting on it. I mean, that's just being human. It's just hard waiting on it. And sometimes looking from the outside in, it feels like someone is doing better than you and they not doing the work. So, which sometimes is the case. I'm not saying it ain't. Right. But if this is supposed to be your friend, like me and you are pretty similar when it comes to how we work, how we grind, how we think, how we move, and things of that nature. If I'm your friend and I know that, then I'm not going to down you because I didn't get there at the same time or before you. Right. We're supposed to be sitting there and being positive and being friends and working together, whatever it is. I'm going to be just as happy for you as I am going to be happy for me when my time comes. And I want you to be vice versa. Right. So that's number one. Number two is sometimes it is that you got to self-evaluate. People can have the same dream all the time. Right. That don't mean you working as hard as I am and vice versa. Right. Like even as hard of a worker as I am, I self-evaluate and be like, man, I probably could have done it a little better, or maybe I could have done it like this, or maybe I could have talked to so and so like this, especially with this mouth. You know, my mouth get me in trouble, and I'd be like, man, I sure should have said it like that. Like I self-evaluate and self-reflect on how I can make myself better at all times, and I feel like there's not enough people out in today's world that does that. There's too many woe is me folk in today's time.
And I used to be a woe is me type of person. I will not lie. I used to be a woe is me type of person. But I done grew up, like having kids change everything. And it made me grow up. But I will say that even whenever my friends was getting like their things, I always was like clapping, like, yes, I'm so happy that such and such got this, such and such got that, such and such just brought a house, all this kind of stuff. Like I'm always giving them their flowers and everything. And even if I remember I pushed you to go take a position, I was like, do it, do it,
Right,
do
right,
it. And
right.
like I'm one of those people that always push my friends and push other people, even people I don't know. I try to push them to do better and give them tidbits like this is what you need to do in order to get your foot in the door, to get this position, to get to this position, and to move up. This is who you need to talk to, and all that kind of stuff. But homegirl friend, I want to go back to that. Honey, you've been with a man for 6 years, and he ain't asked you to marry him, and you upset because your friend husband only needed to know her for 3 years before he asked her. Like, self-evaluate.
That's not her problem. Like,
right. The kids thing, I don't want to touch the kids thing because I don't know what it would feel like to want a child. And well, I was told that I couldn't have kids when I was younger, and I was a little sad, but I wasn't that sad because I was younger. But I don't know how I would feel now if I wanted kids and wouldn't be able to have kids. So I don't want to touch that one.
Right. Well, this is my thing about it. I'm not touching it either because I had children with no problem for the most part. But jealousy is normal. So I don't want people to feel like just because you feel jealous that something's wrong with you, because it's not. It's normal to be jealous. It's normal to be a lot of things. It's normal to want to steal stuff. It's normal to want to flirt with somebody. Like, these things are normal because we are human and we're going to have human reaction and human tendencies and things of that nature. But what's not normal is downing someone because of your jealousy. So you could be jealous, but be jealous at the house and have a come to Jesus meetings with yourself, and then move on. Like, it's gonna happen. Like
reevaluate your life. You mad because her and her husband has better jobs than you and your boyfriend that you've been together for 6 years. Work to get a better job. Put in applications. Go to trade school. Like, there's so many things that you can do, especially the fact that you don't have kids. There's nothing holding you back. Nothing. Like, do what you're supposed to do. I would be livid if one of my friends sent me that.
Yeah, I would be too. Like, to me, that'd be like, well, it's time for this friendship to be in. Like, everything has a time in the season. Sometimes they short, sometimes it's a long season. So time to move on from homegirl and be done with it. But I'm sure it really hurt her feelings. I mean, you can tell by her response that it hurt her feelings.
Right.
But that really, 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 really sucks. Really, really. Chastity B. Oh, I'm sorry. First, Vern said your season is coming. Just be patient, which is totally true.
Yeah.
Totally true. A lot of times we know our season is coming, but we're not ready for it.
Yeah.
So if you're a religious person, now if you're not, if you celebrate Buddha, Mary, I don't even know the other religions, but that's fine. But whatever it is, things happen for a reason, and things happen in the season that it needs to happen. So I can sit here and want to be a manager all day, but if I don't even know how to talk to people, why am I going to sit here and put myself in a position to be a manager? Like that. I got to learn and grow and train and shadow my managers that I'm with now and things of that nature before I move into that. You know what I'm saying? You can want to be a fry cook, but you ain't never used a piece of grease in your life. Like, you got to train, learn, grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
I don't want to be no fry cook. I don't like to fry nothing.
Whatever you want to do. I was just using it as an example. But sometimes, but it's too many people in this world that feel like life's just gonna come easy.
Right. It is. It is
my point. It is my point.
That is 100% true.
And then of course Sam said going in. She's conversing that would be a career short-lived. Stop. Somebody might want to be a fry cook. Okay.
No, girl, I worked at McDonald's and they had me in the front as a cashier for 2 days on training. That third day, they put me back down fries, asked me who came back the fourth day. Not me. I do not need to be back here frying no fries.
I commend people who work in fast food. I tried it when I was in college and I lasted about 2 weeks.
Girl,
I
you
don't
lasted longer than me.
I don't know what was I don't know what was worse, the actual working as hard as you do in the fast food that ran me away, or all that work you did and you got that little check. I was like, what? All that work I did is $122. That's it.
Child.
Mm-mm. I was like, nah, this ain't for me, bro. This ain't for me.
Don't put me back down fries. I probably would have stayed if they had left me as a cashier.
Even then, you gotta deal with people trying to make cuss you out or be mad at you because they little coupon card expired or whatever it is.
I gotta keep it, ma'am. This ain't 2019.
It happens. It happens.
Trust me, I know. I worked at Walmart.
Anywho, go ahead.
So, what was the next one? Oh, okay. So the other day, I was in the car listening to the Morning Hustle. I can't head cracking all them people. And they do the segment where somebody calls in to ask a question, and they're supposed to help them. So the girl called in and said that her and her boyfriend was together. They had some issues whenever COVID happened. She decided to break up with him. Whenever they was broken up, he slept with somebody else. They got back together. He told her that he had slept with somebody else. Now she's mad because she said that he is a cheater.
No.
I don't feel like he's a cheater. And I wanted to see what everybody else thought was. It was a lot of people that was on her side.
Why?
Girl, I was surprised. There was a few people on her side, and I was like, y'all are literally crazy.
Yeah. The ignorance of it all. I've actually had a conversation with people where they said that, a married couple separated, and whenever they were separated, somebody slept with somebody, and that's cheating. And I'm like, people, what's the point of separating if y'all still together?
Right. You might as well be together.
Like, people don't break up to be like, oh, but you gonna still be there when I finish being broke up. Like, that ain't breaking up. That ain't how breakup works. Right. So I don't understand. Number one, and then number two, you said she's the one that let him go. So I can maybe I ain't gonna say maybe see it, but I know people that see it like that they ain't the one that did the breaking up, that's cheating, even though it really ain't. I mean, you broke up, but you the one broke up with him. Right. But then said he was cheating. That ain't 2 + 2 ain't making 4. That ain't.
And I'm just like, you want him to sit and hope that you come back to him, and he not talk to anybody else. Like, oh, I know my baby gonna come back home. I ain't gonna talk to nobody. No. Okay. And then if he had done that and not talked to anybody else, and she would have moved on and got married, had 2 kids and a dog and a white picket fence, and she was like, well, we was separated. I don't understand why you didn't move on. Girl, grow up.
Grow up. Before I say what I'm gonna say, I'm sure the comments. So Sam said, how they are not together. She let him go.
Right.
Fast. Sam, I like your picture too. And then he said she mad that someone else got that D and it was not her.
She should have stayed with that D.
And then verse said because they done the same thing. I don't know what that means. What you mean they done the same thing? I'm having a little slow special moment. Me too. But what it sounds like to me is that she was playing games, which happens a lot. So maybe she was trying to say I'm breaking up with you, and she thought maybe that would make him come back to her, get his act together, or maybe that he gonna come back begging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if she was playing games and then she got played. What it sounds like to me.
Right. That, you know what? That's probably what it was. She probably was the friend that sent that message to the other girl. She was like, we've been together for 6 years. I'm sick of this. Let's call it off. Let's take a break. What is a break, though? I don't understand. What is a break?
I've gotten asked that before, and I really don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I see both sides of it. Sometimes you do have to go to your corners because maybe y'all ain't communicating effectively, or maybe somebody cheated and somebody ain't over it. Or maybe somebody need to heal. I could see the point of a break to an extent because I've been that person who's taking a break, so I get it. But also, like, if you're getting to the point where you need a quote unquote break, shouldn't you have already done everything you needed to do not to break? So that's really just broke up.
Right.
I guess is the question.
That's what I feel like. A break is just a break up. And
Right.
we, while we was broken up and was seeing other people and all this kind of stuff, we come back. We came back to each other because we realized that us being apart wasn't the answer, and I
Right.
actually want to be with you, and I done figured out how to change what you wanted me to change. So now we're back
Mm,
together. We wasn't
right.
on a break. We was broken up.
Yeah, we was broken up. We was broken up. I guess so. I guess the next question would be for you and the people who are watching. Should there be rules to a break?
Mm-mm.
Like, because
Mm-mm.
maybe if you communicate what each other think this break is. Now, break up and break is two different things, I think. In my opinion, now.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So if you're just taking a quote unquote break, should there be rules to the break? Like, should it, or I don't even want to say rules, but there should there be some type of communication of what does this break mean? This break means that I'm gonna do me and you're gonna do you, or this break means no, we're not gonna be with nobody else. We just trying to think and get our mind together, or this break is whatever. Or should y'all just that we breaking and going to your quarters? Like, what you
So,
think?
so I think that it should be clear communication on what each one considers the break to be.
Mm,
However, I do not think that it makes sense for people to be on a break and keeping tabs on each other. You might as well be
mm,
together and trying
right,
to figure it out. If you're going to keep tabs
right,
on that person, what's the point of y'all having to break? Like,
right,
you can't talk to such, you don't need to be hanging out with your boys. You don't need to be talking to such and such. Why was you over here at this house and blah 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 and all this kind of stuff? We're on a break. Why does it matter what I'm doing?
right,
Why are you keeping
right,
tabs on me? If that's the case,
right.
we might as well stay together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm a true believer that I don't believe in people keeping tabs on each other. Like, I feel like if you communicate effectively, when you have a relationship that both y'all are invested in, that you will want to communicate that you're doing this, you're with the girls, you're blase. But keeping tabs to me is detail oriented. That means I got to tell you when I'm leaving the house, what time I'm back, who exactly gonna be there, what I'm wearing. Anyway, if you're gonna be my parent, I could just stay at the house with my
Right.
mom and daddy. Like, I'm still grown. Like,
I went to the
ain't nobody got
bathroom.
time.
I
Ain't
wiped four
nobody got
times.
time.
I washed my hands for 20 seconds. No, not going to
That's too
do
much.
all that. Anybody got time?
That's too
I
much.
let
That's too much.
I arrived safely. I'm about to leave and open the door so that so whenever I get to the house, because I might be too drunk to use my keys. Other than that,
Other than that, it's gonna be what it
it
be.
don't matter.
It's gonna be
Doggone it.
what it be. So Vern clarified what he mean, and he's saying that she probably had an affair as well, which is probably the
She
case.
probably did. And the other
Because
person, the
karma,
person that she took the break for, did not want her. It wasn't what she thought
well,
that it was gonna be. And then she went
well,
back, and then she mad because he had his little fling too, and she like, oh, you got over me so fast. Well, girl, you was already under somebody. Move on.
I mean, most of the time, it ain't always the case, but most of the time, when you taking a break, both of y'all probably at y'all wits end anyway. Like, people act like that you was happy on Monday and then on Tuesday, oh, we need to take a break. Like, that ain't life. Like, that ain't life. Like, this stuff happens over time, and then finally
Right,
it just happens. I mean, the
right.
break just comes. But people be acting like that, problems just arise on Monday and people separating on Tuesday, divorced by Wednesday. That no.
Now,
And
for
it's
me,
just
that might be how it would be. But for other people, other normal people, no, that's not
Vine.
how it works.
Sam said, heck no. If it's a break, it's broken.
I know that's right. Whenever you crack an egg, it's cracked. You can't put it back together. Doggone it.
Reseal it. You can't reseal it, huh?
You cannot reseal it. The only thing you can do is fry that sucker up.
Or scramble it. Vern said there should be no boundaries if we break up, but if we decide to get back together, extensive testing would be in order. I know that's right. That's not where I thought that was going. I know that's right.
I was a little worried because I was like, that's a little long. You never know which way bird gonna go.
This is true. This is true. But yeah, that's real fast. But yeah, it sounded like to me she was playing a game and she got burnt. It wasn't sound like to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Charles then broke her heart. She thought that
Uh-huh.
Charles was gonna be the prize, and Charles was not the prize. So she had to go
Mm-hmm.
back home.
Just because Charles bought you a Birkin bag, you thought Charles was gonna house you up and feed and clothe you and stuff, and you found out all he wanted was some booty Birkin. Okay, that's all he wanted. And don't and now he's trying to come back.
And he stole that Birkin from his baby mama.
Oh, dang.
She at the house looking for her Birkin now. Get that woman back her Birkin. You know, went back to Johnny. Doggone it.
Wow. Wow. I had a question and I just told her I made myself forget about the question. I don't even remember what it was now. It was good too.
I'm over here in the dark. I look seductive in the dark. I might start recording in the dark all the time.
We gonna let her think that, but she's oh, this was my question. So I have, when you married, people think that you was like the advice person of relationships. When sometimes we trying to figure it out too. But one thing that I do clearly communicate with folks is that you got to stop assuming, that somebody knows how you feel and knows what you're thinking, or can read your mind. Do you feel, at least this is what I'm hearing from my side when I'm hearing people talk about their problems. You as a single person, do you feel like people are super clear with communicating what they want, how they want it, and living the same thing that they're requesting from you?
No.
Why?
And I say that because there's times where I'm not 100% clear on everything that I want. So I know that it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that a lot of times I say, I'm like, well, this is what I want. I want blah, 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 blah. But then I'm only giving you blah. Skip, blah.
Right.
So I can't, if I know that I'm doing it, I can't expect that somebody else is giving 100% whenever I be giving 50 or 35 or 25, sometimes even 10. So I know.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out like how we can communicate. It's people out here who communicate with the world on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and be clear as I don't know what. But you trying to get with your life partner, say you want to be married, and you can't tell them that you don't like them black shoes they got on. And I'm trying to figure out why that's the case.
I think that people don't, I think for the most part, I think a lot of people don't like to be mean. And they don't like to be mean, and then it's also fear of rejection. So you have both ends. And one is, I may talk a lot of junk on social media and all this kind of stuff. I may be on 100 on social media, but in real life, I'm a little kitten. I'm not this tiger that's out there like, Arr! In real life, I'm a little kitten. And I just want to rub on you and all that kind of stuff, and don't necessarily want to hurt your feelings. And I wouldn't want to do to you what I wouldn't want somebody to do to me. I don't want anybody to hurt my feelings. So why would I try to hurt your feelings? Even if it's something as minor as, I don't like that goatee. Because if somebody was to come to me and be like, well, I don't like your hair, that would make me upset. So I would try to stride easy in. I don't like your goatee. Or I don't like his goatee, but I ain't gonna say I don't like his goatee. I'm gonna tell everybody. I might tell my friends I don't like it, but I don't want to do that. And then, as far as like the communication thing, people have a fear of rejection, and I don't care how strong anybody thinks that they are. Everybody has that fear of rejection, right? And I think that's what holds a lot of us back from moving forward with people that we like or could potentially be in a relationship with and all that kind of stuff, because I don't want to give you 100% and you reject me.
Yeah. But are you giving But you're not giving your 100% if you're not being truthful.
Sometimes I might give 100%. Now they got rejected, so that's why I'm back to where I'm at now.
But I would rather you give your 100% and be rejected than be hurt because somebody didn't give you what you need and you wasn't truthful about it in the first place.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
feel
true.
like sometimes I feel like sometimes rejection is hard. I'm not saying it ain't. It's very hard. But life is full of rejections. You're gonna be
Right.
rejected one way, form, or fashion. You're gonna be rejected for that credit card you tried to apply for. You're gonna be rejected for that job that you thought you was gonna get. You're gonna be rejected from things that your partner may or may not want. So the difference is that if you don't get that job, you ain't got to see that job face to face every day, but
Right.
you got to see that person. So just because you saying I don't want to be rejected and you push it back to the background, it's always going to be there. But then we have the tendency of blaming them for not being something that they didn't think to be in the first place.
They should
And
have figured
vice
it out.
and no, and vice versa. Sometimes we give stuff to a partner. I'm not messing with her. Sometimes we give things to a partner that we really don't want to do, and then be upset with them because we have to do it. It goes both ways. But you
Child.
started it. You started cooking for homeboy 8 days a week, and it ain't 8 days in a week, like I always say. But then you get mad because he expected a meal all 8 days. Like
I
you
ain't cooking
can't.
8 days. I'm not cooking 7 days. I I don't know. I Let me take that back. I might will
I
cook
ain't cooking.
because
I
I'm
ain't
the
cooking
only
for
reason I
8 days.
might will cook is because I don't like to spend money going out to eat.
I like to save my coin too, but reality is I be tired. Okay, between
That
work,
too.
church,
That too.
kids, school, podcast, whatever else like outreach
Child.
stuff, whatever else I got, I be tired. Okay.
That's true. But I do try to cook. I'm not a pick me, y'all. I do try to cook a lot of days throughout the week, only because I hate spending money eating out. Because yeah, you know me. I've tried to find sales and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, you spend that much on what? I'm not going to do that. So I am a person that do try to cook at the home because to me it's cheaper cooking at home than it is to eat out.
It depends
However,
on what you're cooking. It depends on what
I
you're
don't
cooking.
want anybody to assume that I'm going to cook
Right.
every day because there's no
Right.
promises.
Mm,
And even with me cooking every day, it might just be sloppy Joe. Or you might get some
right.
grilled cheese sandwiches and some tomato soup.
Yeah. You know, some people think Sloppy Joe ain't a meal, but hey, that thing hit cheese, get a good bun, put a little mustard on it. Okay. Then they
Ooh.
like, I like a little mustard on mine. I like a little mustard.
Ew, Shadana. I mean,
Don't be out here saying my government. No.
that just took mustard.
I like a little just a little dab of mustard on mine. Okay. Well, damn. Don't cover me. I feel like she covered me. Anywho,
Ooh,
you made me forget my next thought.
that's disgusting.
It is not. What y'all like on y'all sloppy joes? Okay. Now, let me stop. Let me
I just
stop.
like coleslaw on mine.
Coleslaw on sloppy joe.
Yes, that's so good.
I
It's
bet.
so good. And it has to be
Um.
homemade coleslaw. It can't be
Oh,
like
okay.
store bought. It has to be homemade. It is so good.
I take your word for it.
Okay, well,
Don't judge me. I won't judge you. Don't judge. Let me see. I got a comment. You don't eat sloppy Joe. Okay, you bougie, Sam.
who
You
don't
bougie.
eat sloppy? Sloppy Joe
You
is like
bougie.
a really simple, easy, good meal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
It
can't go
so
wrong
good.
with a sloppy Joe.
Especially when it's good and saucy and it ain't dry. You got good
Yes.
bun, put a little cheese
Yes.
on it. Ooh,
Oof.
that thing come through in the clutch. That's like a fried bologna sandwich. I still eat fried bologna sandwiches. Okay.
Yes. See, I'll cook that on a Wednesday. We
I
gonna
know
cook
that's
at the house.
right.
What you making? Some fried bologna sandwiches. There's some tomatoes over there. It's some, it's
We
some
done got
onions
way
over
off
there. If you
topic.
want onions, I will put this bread in the toaster. Like it ain't gonna be no gourmet meals every doggone night. Doggone
Oh my God,
it.
Sam. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Anywho, I wanted to close out with a closer. I want to go ahead and get it out because we might run out of time. But I last week I did something real sophisticated. This time I'm gonna be just a little ratchet with it, just a little bit. But
Mm.
my question is, Chassie already seen this video, but she don't know that's what I'm about to share. Would you rather be catfished or rent a fished? That's the question. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. Here we go.
I have legit been laughing at this thread for 3 days. I miss you. Who is this? You didn't save my number? Shaking my head. It's Quita from the club. I was probably too drunk. My bad. Send me the pic to help me remember. Oh, Quita. Yeah, I remember. How you been, beautiful? Good. Just wondering if you're still gonna show me how you can handle all this like you told me.
Show the couch.
I can definitely show you. I'm kind of kinky though. I like to do it on living room furniture. And guess what I got in my living room? MFN furniture. When you want to come over? I actually moved out of state, but if you want to fly me out, I'll be more than glad to come. Oh, that's no problem at all. I just got paid and have no bills due right now. Free check, LOL. You have no bills due at all? None? None, you hear me? How much is the ticket? $571.08 after tax. Dang, what is you flying? First class or something? You got
Late
cash
Spirit.
out? Yeah. Just sent it. What day you picking your flight for? Okay. Your Allison Durablin chocolate 2-piece sectional is now paid in full. Your confirmation number is. This is an automated message from Ritter Center. Do not reply. How the heck y'all find me? Y'all some hoes. That was my Christmas money. I was gonna pay y'all raggedy and when I got my taxes. Do not reply.
Oh, that's good. That is good. So my question again is: would you rather be catfish or rent a fish?
I'd rather be catfish because with rent fish, that means I'm gonna have to give you some money. You done got me out of my doggone money. At least with catfish, you ain't gonna get a penny out of me.
I don't know. Some of them catfish be getting money too. Some of them be
I
getting
know.
money.
I know. I want to catfish somebody to see how much money they'll send me.
I'm not. Sam said that is wrong. He said he rather be catfish. I'd rather be rent a fish. I ain't gonna lie. Cause all that probably happened in like a day or two. But these people be doing catfish, they be going for years sometimes. Like I've been in a relationship for 3 years and they never met that person. I'm like, I ain't never FaceTime, my camera broke, whatever they be saying. Like they be go and they be getting their emotions involved, be getting to know each other. Like at least that was quicker to the point. Well, to the point for the most part.
You know, so funny. I met this guy. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day. Y'all might be too young, but back in the day, you could get online. I want to say it was Yahoo, where you could go online and you could play like pool and spades and all that kind of stuff, and you could play it with different people. Mm-hmm. So me and this guy, we used to play pool. I feel like it was pool all the time, and we ended up becoming like really good friends. We exchanged numbers. I have never met this guy in person a day in my life. We have talked on the phone a couple of times, but I had never seen him until one day I was on Facebook when I saw pictures of him. And I was on Facebook one day and I happened to stumble across his page on Facebook. And we've been friends on Facebook. But like other than that, if it hadn't been for Facebook, I probably would have never, ever seen him a day in my life. Mm-hmm. But we had no feelings for each other. We was never in a relationship. It was just like really cool type of thing. But I said all that to say I would still choose catfish over redfish.
Oh man, yeah. No, you know what? I would be mad at Renter Center for doing that to me, but I would have to respect the game. But that was good.
It just show you that men are so gullible. You don't even know Quita. Why the hell you said Quita 500 and something damn dollars?
I'm gonna take up for y'all men because women do the same. Don't she's saying men, but there's some women out there paying men's bills, buying men's clothes, paying men's child support. I've heard of a woman say she pays money child support.
Girl.
So it ain't just men. It's women out here being dumb too. Okay.
That's true.
Just being dumb. The difference is, in my opinion, now y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. The difference is men are usually dumb like that for booty. Women are dumb because they think that mess is love.
Mm,
That's the difference.
right. Men
Both
want
ways
some
is ignorant.
love. They want some love. And the women be wanting love.
Right.
LOL smiley face. That
Right.
ain't what you about to get.
That's
That is
not
not
what you
what
about
you
to
about to
get.
get.
But that mess was funny. That mess was funny. Oh, Sam said Yahoo Games. He said things, but he said games.
Yeah,
He talking about
Yahoo
Yahoo
Games.
Games.
Yes. I used to love Yahoo Games.
And he said, "Don't come for me like that." I try to take up for you, Sam. I try to take up for you, but please add
Any
on
man
if you
that
need to.
any man that sent $500 to somebody that he clearly never met.
Mm-hmm.
Because he ain't never met Quita. That was just a picture.
Yeah.
That's probably
Right.
somebody's cousin.
Right. The fact that you didn't even know you didn't meet her is an issue. Like
Right.
you looking at that many booties in the world, you don't remember the booty, like that's bad.
And probably old child support on top of that couch that you owe too.
Yeah, I mean, reality is if he could have flued her out, yes, I said flued her out, then he could have paid his rent to the bill. Okay.
He had extra money. He said, I got extra money. I ain't got nothing to do. She said, you ain't got nothing. Nothing to do.
You ain't got no bills, none.
Nothing. Not even rental center.
Uh-huh.
I'd have been
You
there
for
before.
lying. That's why I don't buy from Renison. Renison too high anyway. Vern said that it was lust either way. I mean, it's lust either way. That's true. That's true.
Yep, that's
and then
true.
Sam agreed. He said, "Yes, men with the booty,
Women
with
with
the
the hard eyes. That's true.
Facts. These dating streets seem like they rough. I ain't been in them in a long time. They seem
Child,
real rough.
listen. If it was a street that looked like the pits of hell was at the end of it, and then there was another street that said dating, I would go down the street that said the pits of hell was at the end.
I am done.
That's how ridiculous it is out here. It is ghetto. I'm so over it. I want to ask a question real quick.
Go for it.
Okay. How many MFing good mornings should a man send before he asks you out on a damn date? So don't good morning me to death. You got 5 times. After that, I'm ignoring you.
I mean, is there any conversation along with the good morning?
No.
Good morning.
Sometimes it is. So I've had some that it'll be like little conversation, all that kind of stuff. I'll try to pick up the conversation. They'll drop it. Or the only thing they saying is good morning. And then midday, how's your day going? And then at night, good night, sweetheart. Don't keep doing that. No, I ain't got time.
Yeah, they ain't got time. And
then they're like, you seem so dry. So what's your good morning text?
I'm good.
Send me a taco. DoorDash me a taco and some vanilla iced coffee instead of saying good morning. And then put a little note on that said good morning, baby.
That's a weird mix. Just saying that's a weird mix. But go ahead.
Coffee and
a taco or a morning coffee? That's a little weird. What restaurant good. You get both of them at? Ain't no restaurant selling out here selling coffee. That mean that's 2 DoorDashes. That ain't at the $10 limit.
Don't be judging me. I sent you that picture that day. Both of them DoorDash people came over here at the same time. And the second DoorDash person gonna take his picture whenever the first one is putting his stuff down. Don't be doing that.
Find that picture. And he was smiling too, like this help.
No, he turned and smiled for the picture like this bitch greedy.
And did. He did. Oh man, well that's all we have for tonight, y'all. If y'all dang, my mind just went completely blank.
No, y'all pray for this cold that I got. I don't understand how anybody that's 5'4" could have this much mucus in their life. Tell me what to do.
I'm laughing at Vern comment.
What he say? Who is it? What is a man supposed to do?
You don't want him asking about the kids or say good morning. Or bring you both back. I'm so confused. What it sound like Vern saying to me is you need to get your life. What it sound like
so
to me.
Listen, it's a whole different. If they ask me about my kids and don't have good intentions, I don't like that. I feel like some men just be doing it just to carry on the conversation, and they just want to have sex. Don't ask that if that's all that you want. Now, if you are trying to lead into a relationship, so you claim, but all you keep sending me is "Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful." That's annoying.
Yeah, I get that.
Don't you be coming for me, Vern. I know I am a hard pill to swallow, but these men, they make it. I try.
We need to puree your pills or something. Put them in a little applesauce. I'm just playing.
Put it in that little thing and bake it up.
Okay, put a little applesauce. That's one thing. Women could be more clear about what they want in relationships as far as commitment, dating, what they expect, and stick to it. That's where women fault. Men, y'all need to be more clear when y'all don't want a relationship. Like y'all here getting mad at women because they don't want to be rejected and they do dumb stuff to keep you on, but y'all do dumb stuff to just get the booty. Like just say I just want the booty and be done with it. And then if she don't give you that and she rejects you for the booty, then go on to the next booty. But now, y'all, I've heard too many men out here say that they just say what they need to say because they need to do what they got to do. And that ain't right.
So guess what? I'm about to go back to my man eating days.
Oh Lord, never mind.
I'm about to have fun in these streets.
Sam said this has been too funny. I'm not messing with her. And Vern said, "Well, a McRib work. I am done."
Oh,
all right,
no.
Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about
it. I don't feel like the McRibs are real. And you want to know something?
A lot of McDonald's food probably real.
But I'd be surprised at the amount of people that love a McRib but claim they don't eat McDonald's. And I'd be like, but that's what you chose to eat from McDonald's.
Right.
Is the McRib? Okay.
All of it probably ain't real. I swear them burgers probably can't be. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it's right.
I just love that coffee. Right. That's the only reason I go there is for the coffee. They be like, you want anything else? Nope. Just coffee.
They do got good coffee. Anywho, thanks for joining. We got to that hour really quick. But thanks for everybody who has tuned in. Please share. If you would like to be a guest on our podcast, please let us know. Sam, we got to get you on. We actually guested on his podcast a while back. So please go check him out. Talking with Sam, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, Talking with Sam. Please go check him out because we guested on his podcast and now we got to get him on ours. I hope you're ready, Sam. So we coming for you.
You wait till this mucus is cleared up.
we gonna get you on. He said ribs come on a bone. Ribs are all meat. Yeah, something ain't right about that.
Right.
It ain't adding up.
It don't add up.
It ain't adding up. But yeah. So let us know if you want to be on a podcast. Also, you can send us tips or stories or whatever, or questions that you want us to cover. You can inbox us or you can email us at occasionallyposh@gmail.com. You can also bless the ministry at our cash app at Money Sound Occasional Posh. I didn't mean to say that. But please do us a favor. Please do us a favor. Go to our Facebook page if you have not and like and follow us. Also, share our content, share our posts, share our page, like our videos, things of that nature. And if you don't mind, go to our YouTube page as well and subscribe. We need some more subscribers. So scribbles on our page. We need some more subscribers on our page. But we're gonna have a guest on next week, so tune in for that. And thank you again for watching so much. And bye-bye.
Bye.